I haven't done a video in a really long time. We have been enjoying our summer and just having fun and gotten totally off a routine and any sort of schedule. And God has also been really working on my heart lately, last like probably 4 or 5 months. And I just was like working through stuff. And so I'd made a couple of videos, but they just didn't seem right. They didn't seem authentic or sincere, and so I didn't post them. But I am back, and our big news is that we are officially full-time homeschoolers. This will be our first year fully homeschooling. My kids have been going to a university model style school where they go 2 days a week, and I homeschool 3 days a week. And so this is just kind of a little leap into fully homeschooling. Just so I get to pick the curriculum now and do our routine and our schedule, and I'm just so thrilled to have them home with me full time. We are going to start our schoolwork probably in the next couple of weeks. We're just going to soak up a couple more weeks of summer, and then we'll be off in our first year of full homeschooling. So I'm really excited about it. My kids are excited about it. I will have a 3rd grader, 2 2nd graders, and a kindergartner, and then my youngest, who's not school age yet. He's just going to play, lots and lots of play. So today what I wanted to talk about was an experience I had over the weekend, a couple weekends ago. My husband was home, and so I went to Walmart, and the only one who wanted to come with me was Maverick. He's my youngest. He's 3. And so it was just a Maverick and Mommy date to Walmart. We did all our grocery shopping, and we were in one of those like scan and goes. It's like a self-checkout thing. And the lady across from me, who was also in a self-checkout, had 2 boys with her, and she was losing it. Like full out yelling at her kids. The kids were, I mean, the oldest looked like he had to be 8 or so, was just whining, and she was yelling at him, and he was yelling back at her. And I am in no way passing judgment, because I have been that mom that loses her mind in the middle of a grocery store. I have done that numerous times, but as an outsider looking in, it's interesting the perspective shift, right? I have no emotional connection to the situation going on. I'm just witnessing the events taking place. And so I think, having been in a situation like that before, where I'm the mom yelling at the kids in the grocery store and it's super embarrassing, the fact that I'm now kind of witnessing it, I noticed some things that as moms we could do differently than what unfolded in that situation, that could have de-escalated the situation instead of escalating the situation, where like everybody in the store was kind of looking at her. And like I said, I'm not passing any judgment. My kids have been those kids. I have been that mom. There's no judgment being passed. But the things that I noticed that she could have done differently. Hello, brother.
I thought you were going to watch the show with us. Now you're stuck doing a half an hour video. Bye-bye. Bye, fans of Mommy.
They're watching a movie and they want me to watch with them, which I will do in just a minute. So anyway, so the things that I kind of noticed that I thought, like, wish I could just take her aside and be like, here, try this. Yes. Yeah. Do you want to say hi too? Say hi.
Hi! Hi.
Okay. Here you go.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So the child was whining. He's like 8. The kid was whining because I think, from what I understood, was he wanted something that she was not going to buy him. And he was stomping his feet. I mean, he was literally throwing a fit. He was stomping his feet, and he's talking really whiny, and he's like, but I want it! And of course, she had totally lost her mind, and she was like, knock it off! And like I said, not passing judgment at all. But I think, outside looking in, here are my steps that I think she could have done differently. I have no idea what her day was like. I don't know if she had this going on the entire day and she came in to Target or Walmart. I don't know if it's started in Walmart. I have no idea. I don't know her history. I never even said 2 words to the lady. I said a silent prayer for her because I've been there, I've done that. But so the saying that I try to remember is calm begets calm, right? Calm begets calm. If I am calm, they will eventually become calm. But if calm begets calm, then the opposite is also true. Like aggressive, loud begets loud. Aggressive begets aggressive, right? So he starts yelling at mom. Mom starts yelling back. He's going to yell louder. She's going to yell louder. He's going to stomp his feet. She's going to throw something. Like it escalates. We are the adults. We are supposed to be the ones doing the training, right? So when we are escalated, like we are allowing the situation to continue to escalate, we're not training them. We are training them, but we're not training them the proper way. We want to train them what behavior is acceptable, especially in the middle of Walmart, what words are acceptable, what tone is acceptable, and how we treat each other and what we say to them, what is acceptable. And so by escalating the situation, you're training them that this is acceptable. This is okay behavior. You can talk to me like this. I can yell things at you. And he was out of control, but she said some not great things, like things that if I was a kid and my mom said that to me, it would hurt my feelings. She was yelling about how she's glad school's back in session so she won't have to deal with him in her house anymore. Like, I get that. I understand that feeling, like wanting to just have a break and be away and have 5 minutes to myself. I get that. But when you say those things to your child, you're training them that those are okay things to say. And so they are going to say hurtful things back to you, back to their siblings, back to the person that they come in contact that hurt their feelings. That it's just crazy begets crazy, right? So if we just let the situation escalate itself, it just gets totally out of control. So these are things that I've done in the past that have worked. Because like I said, I've done it the crazy way. I've done it the not crazy way. The not crazy way feels much better at the end of the day. When I lay my head down on my pillow and I have de-escalated a situation. Maybe I didn't handle it correctly in the beginning, but I have de-escalated the situation, fixed the situation, gotten it back under control, done a little bit of training. When I lay my head down at night, I feel much better than when I am that crazy mom screaming in the middle of a grocery store. At the end of the day, I feel like crap. My kid feels like crap, and I feel like crap. So at any point, like you can have this escalated situation, but at any point you have got to figure out that you are the adult. You got to get your emotions under control. Put your hand on that child's body, right? Physically touch the child. Not like squeezing the arm really tight so nobody can see, because I've done that too. But actually like lovingly touch that child. Firm pressure, not a squeeze, right? Touch the child's shoulder. Get eye to eye and say, this is not acceptable. You will not scream at me. I am not buying that toy, and you will not throw a fit about it. By lowering your voice, they have no need to get louder. When you get louder, they get louder. But if you lower, they don't have a need to escalate more. They may stay at the same level and keep screaming, but eventually they're going to come down to your level if you can keep calm and not like freak out, which I've also done. So eye level, hand on the shoulder, talking calm, lower your voice. Somebody often told me once when they feel like yelling, they whisper instead. It's such a hard thing for me to remember because I don't know, I'm very emotional, and so my emotions get up and I just start yelling. But a lot of times I try to switch it off and remember to talk quieter. This whole calm begets calm, quiet begets quiet. That whole idea of I have to be the adult in this situation, because my 8-year-old is not going to be the adult in this situation, and just try to calm them down. My other point or tip that actually I need as an adult as well. Hang on, I'm cooking chicken. Sorry, I'm flipping chicken. Is a reminder of what I have. When it's hot, can you tell I'm sweating? Whew. When my kids start asking things, like yesterday, I took them to the fair yesterday, and we got a funnel cake, and we got fried Oreos, and we got cotton candy. I mean, we did it up. We had a ton of sugar. We probably had 8 million calories. And we came home, we had dinner, and then they asked for ice cream. And I said, no, you cannot have ice cream. And they're like, why? And I reminded them, because you had funnel cake and cotton candy and fried Oreos, and that was it. They were fine. They remembered what they had already had, and they were ready to move on. It ended the argument right there. So sometimes, if you remind them what they already have, like say this little boy wanted a video game. I don't know what it was that they were arguing about, but say he wanted a video game. The mom could have put her hand on his shoulders, got an eye level, lowered her voice, and said, Johnny, I'm not buying you a video game. You had a birthday 2 weeks ago, and you got 4 of them. You already have 4 new video games. I'm not buying you another one. Let's finish checking out our groceries and get in our car and go home. No more fit throwing. Like something to that effect. Reminding them what they already have, reminding them what they already need to be grateful for, and let's move on. So lowering your voice, remind them what they already have, and here's our plan. We're checking out the rest of our groceries, and we're getting in our car and going home. We're not screaming about it anymore. I'm not going to say hurtful things to you. You're not going to say hurtful things to me. And then my other piece of advice, which probably is not going to be very popular, is just don't go. Like if you're having a crappy day and your kid's heart is not in the right place and your heart's not in the right place and you guys have been arguing all day and the kids have been fighting and it just is not going well, in my opinion, it's better to eat peanut butter and jelly for dinner than go to a grocery store and have a meltdown. Honestly, because like I said, neither one of those people, the kid and the mom, when I can guarantee you, when they laid their heads down at night, didn't feel good about that situation. So it's better just eat peanut butter and jelly and work on the heart issue. Stay home, have sandwiches outside, and do a round of I love you because blah, 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 blah. Do this with my kids. When I find out, when we have a day where we're picking on each other and we're arguing and I had it first, no, I want to turn, blah, 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 blah. We do a round of I love you because, and each person has to say something nice about each other person. So like my oldest, Madison, will have to say something nice about all of her siblings, about herself, because I think that's also very hard. At least for me it is. It's hard for me to say, I love myself because I think it's really easy for me to pick out the negative in myself. It's really hard for me to find the positives. So they have to say something positive about everybody and themselves, and it goes around. And honestly, that has changed the mood in my house so many times, because when somebody is telling you what they love about you, it's hard to fight with them. It's hard to stay angry at them. It's hard to continue to pick on them when you get those words of affirmation coming at you. And I have 5 kids, so when you have 5 different positive aspects spoken into your life, it changes the mood. So if it's been a bad day, grocery shopping is on your list to do that day, but it's been a really crappy day and you don't want to go, don't go. Switch what you need to do around, figure it out. But it's just so much easier to stay home, work on the heart issues at home than in the middle of a grocery store when you are at your wit's end. That's just my little tidbit. It's been interesting, as God has been working on my heart and kind of telling me to be quiet, Leanne, just stop talking for a little bit. Which is what I've heard more than once. Hang on, let me turn my chicken. So as I've started to be quiet, because normally I might have spoken up to her. I might have been like, oh, I feel you, girl, I've been there too. I might have talked with her and commiserated with her a little bit. Whereas this time I just kept my mouth shut and observed. And all these things, these little things, okay, I'm not judging her at all, because I know that I have been and I will be in her situation again. Here is my game plan. Having a game plan for when I'm in this situation. What would I do? Outsider looking in, how would I deal with the situation differently? And these are the things that I came up with. So I thought I'd share them. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're enjoying your summer. And I have a few more little things on my heart that I want to share. So I will be back soon, and I'll see you later. Bye.